Welcome. I am Monte Couchman, Director of Student Learning at Smoky Valley, and I'm happy to join you in this presentation on the continuous learning plan for our Smoky Valley students. We hope this brief orientation will help answer a few questions about what is coming next week when teachers begin to work with your children. Today's presentation has information and guidance that is accurate as of March 26th. As we all know, circumstances surrounding our current situation often change in a moment's notice, and if any updates need to be made to today's presentation, we're going to share those through our district website, social media sites, and school messaging services. We apologize for the length of this video presentation, but we have a number of very important items to share with our families and patrons. We are proud to be serving the Smoky Valley communities and working with you as a partner in this continuous learning project. We know that a significant burden has been placed on every family with our circumstances, but please know that your Smoky Valley team members care deeply about your child's well-being, and we're going to do our best to make the last weeks of school as productive as possible. We are in this together. The week of March 23rd, teachers and a number of other school staff members have been working to coordinate a number of projects and to prepare to get back to working with kids next week. The food service staff are providing free meals in our communities. We're preparing to return personal property, and teachers are working on lessons and activities for students. One core value we are emphasizing in all of this is to promote and support student well-being and to reconnect with our students. The rest of this presentation will cover the 8 items that you see on the screen. This will be an overview, and you may have follow-up questions or concerns after listening to this video. There will be contact information provided at the end of the video in case you need to reach out to someone. A limited number of learning platforms will be used to help students and families stay connected to their teachers. Across all schools, we will be using email as a primary communication tool, so we do encourage you to monitor your email for communication from teachers and the school. At the secondary level, teachers will use email as a way to reach out to students with important information. Some secondary students are not in the habit of checking their school email on a daily basis. That would be one way parents could support the learning process. Help your child get into the habit of checking their email. The other district-wide communication tool we will use is Zoom. Zoom is a remote meeting application which will allow teachers to virtually talk to students and share information from their computer screen with students to help provide tutoring and instruction. Students will access a Zoom meeting through a link provided by their teacher. Soderstrom Elementary students will use an application called Seesaw as the new classroom for all students. Many of our classrooms have already been using Seesaw, but now all classes will use it. You will get directions at the end of this video showing you how your child will access their Seesaw account so they are ready to start school next week. Middle school and high school students will use Canvas as their learning management system. Almost all secondary students have had some experience using Canvas. Again, directions for helping students access their online Canvas account will be shared at the end of the video. Our teachers plan to use email, phone calls, texting, Zoom, and our district website and social media applications to try and stay in touch with you and your child. Teachers will generally be updating content and lessons on their Seesaw or Canvas accounts on a weekly basis. Updates will be pushed out and ready each Monday morning. We know that we have some students with limited access to reliable Wi-Fi and internet resources. The district's technology support team is researching various ways we might be able to provide offline materials for these students. In any event, all Smoky Valley students will have access to learning materials to help them complete their learning this year. We want to thank all of our parents who provided important information earlier this week when our teachers reached out to you. Your responses are helping us to coordinate efforts to begin teaching all students next week. Next week is likely to feel like structured chaos for all of us, teachers, students, and parents alike. Your teachers are approaching next week as a new beginning. We all need to take the time to become familiar with new procedures, new practices, and new expectations. Next week's schoolwork will likely look a lot different than what you might be doing in 3 to 4 weeks. Our soft rollout next week is designed to ease everyone back into a routine of learning. Problems will arise, frustrations are likely. Please reach out to us, we'll do our very best to help. Technical support for school-issued devices and the learning tools we will be using will be available. Part of the continuous learning plan is to help develop some daily structure and consistency of experience. Once your student has access to their Seesaw or Canvas accounts, you will see that teachers will have routine office hours and other instructional meeting times that students and parents can check into. If your child cannot be a part of some live experiences, please know that we plan to record these events and they will be available for viewing at a later and more convenient time. Principals are creating an FAQ page for each school that will be placed on the home page of the school's website. This will provide more details on what a daily or weekly schedule of events looks like for your child. We hope to have those pages updated for you by Friday. Generally, you should not have to purchase any new supplies or equipment for classes. Typical school supplies such as pen and paper, calculator, basic project supplies might be needed for a limited number of assignments. It is important for students to have a workspace at home where they can work productively. A school-issued device such as an iPad or MacBook Air laptop and Wi-Fi access will more than suffice for the majority of activities your child will participate in. As noted before, students with limited Wi-Fi availability will have an alternative learning kit provided. In these cases, if the learning kit must be in paper copy form, the student will likely have everything they need in the kit to complete the work. Our tech team is working to develop offline methods of instruction in the hopes that we can avoid using paper copy learning kits, but more information for these students will be provided as soon as possible. From the beginning of this process, our teachers were asked to be very aware of the demands being placed on families right now. We want to support continued learning for your child, and in doing so, we've asked our teachers to develop lessons that focus on core essential concepts that need to be covered in the last few weeks of school. We have also asked our teachers to follow a 24-hour reply policy, meaning if a student or a student or parent reaches out to a teacher by email, voice message, or otherwise, that a return call is made within 24 hours. Teachers will have published and regularly scheduled office hours where students and parents can join a Zoom meeting or even email or call a teacher. Help us help you. Let us know how things are going. Please check out the USD 400 website and all of our associated social media apps like Twitter and Facebook to make sure you are getting regular updates on various programs that we are supporting. Keeping in touch through these sites is the quickest and most efficient way that we have of reaching out to the Smoky Valley community about opportunities families have available to them. Parents and students can pick up personal items from their school on Monday, March 30th from 4 to 7 p.m. We do ask that folks try and stagger their arrival time so we don't have traffic issues and long lines of vehicles waiting curbside. We'll also use this time to distribute iPads to elementary students and to 5th and 6th grade students. Student medications can be picked up only at Soderstrom Elementary. Again, all pre-K through 12 students with medications will need to pick those up at Soderstrom Elementary from Jessica Morrell, the school nurse. A parent or guardian must be present to pick up medications. We are unable to give medications to students. Detailed information about our curbside pickup is found on the district website. As of today, we plan to have 7th through 12th graders begin their first day of school on Monday, March 30th. These students already have their laptops with them, and teachers will have lessons ready to go for them that morning. Pre-K through 6th grade students will start their first school day on Tuesday, March 31st. School officials will be communicating with families without internet access to discuss how and when learning kits will be delivered to your home. School officials are still reviewing the calendar to determine the number of school days left for seniors and for all other students. At this time, we will be having school on April 6th rather than the teacher in-service day that was originally planned on the school calendar. So let me repeat that again. April 6th, originally an in-service day on the school calendar. Now we will have school on April 6th. On April 10th and April 13th, we will still be having a holiday break as noted on the calendar. So we will not have school on April 10 and April 13. These are holidays on the school calendar wrapped around the Easter weekend, and we will be honoring those holidays. No school April 10th and April 13th. Now, there are a number of other calendar items that still need to be determined. As mentioned before, last day for seniors and last day for all other students. We will still need a little bit of time to confirm the exact days for those events. And as noted on your screen, there are a number of other end of the year programs that we typically have at the end of the school year. And we are not in a position yet to be able to determine when those particular events could take place or even in what form. So please watch for future announcements on those types of issues. Elementary students and parents. To access your child's Seesaw account, you will use the student's iPad and you will click on the Seesaw application. Student usernames and passwords should already be entered for them, and they should be able to go directly to the Seesaw homepage. If you have any difficulty with accessing the Seesaw student account on the iPad, please contact your child's teacher and you will be helped. Starting on Tuesday morning, your child will see lessons and activities on the Seesaw page that you can begin working on. Seesaw also has a parent application. Many of our parents already have access to a Seesaw account, but if you should not, just reach out to your child's teacher and you will be helped. Middle and high school students. To access your Canvas account, you can go to your school's website. Click on the menu, click on Student Links, and then click on Canvas, and you will be directed to the Canvas website. You should be able to open up your account directly, but if you are asked, you will need to enter your school Gmail address and your password. If you are unsure of this information, please contact any one of your teachers and they will work with tech support to get that information to you. We know that many of our middle and high school students use Canvas on a regular basis in school and may already know how to access that account. They may have bookmarked it on their computer already. That bookmark link should still work without any problems. But if you need access to the Canvas link, go to Menu, Student Links, and click on Canvas. Please contact us if you have any questions or concerns. We encourage you to join the school's Facebook and Twitter sites so you are receiving updated information. We are continually updating our website with new information, so please check often. We understand that this particular presentation may not have given you specific enough details about the actual class schedules and other specific information about your students' activities next week. Your teachers will be reaching out to you via Seesaw and Canvas to provide that information. In addition, we're going to be publishing some FAQ type pages on each school's website that will help you give some clarity to some of these questions. And we are eager to get back to our work of educating our Smoky Valley students. Thank you so much for your support.